cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Boston College Eagles offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Dropping back, it's James. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring...
Wide open spaces. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Michigan State's offense will take the field for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away pace statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not...
It's a running room. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Childs. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. That's caught. It's Harris. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's James. He's got it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It's first and 10 from the 13. Looking downfield on first down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here we go. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Army overcame a tough opponent, but not only that, a raucous crowd. The Black Knights tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a... There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The running back has it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. On the 41-yard line. Second down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Childs. Finds his tight end. Tripped up for the tackle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the tailback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now they'll run it to the right here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it in.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The hand to the running back. Breaks the tackle. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll open the second half with a run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Pulls it in, it's Belling. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, It's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody
Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They believe they can run right here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes a handoff. It's McDonald. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's James. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Franklin. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Boston College will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Oh, out of space. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Going to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, man, and you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Trying to set up the screen. Plows through the defense. He's got enough to give Boston College the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. This defense is showing the Spartan spirit, and they are swarming.
I mean, they're making them earn everything. Nothing given up free. Playing so good at all the levels of the defense. If I'm a Michigan State fan, I'm pretty jacked up at this performance. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Punt is on its way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Childs. With the catch, it's Marsh. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Dances away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Running to the left. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. To the air, it's James. Pulls it in, it's Franklin. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pucks it out of the air. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside?
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Creates a little space. He's loose. Turning on the Jets. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. And the Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it to the right side. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps?
And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
in the end zone.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
Now, Michigan State.
The Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's James. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. Bulldozes his way through. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.